Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100+ globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100+ global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500+ multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100+ authorized training partners and 50+ universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000+ members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100+ globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100+ global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500+ multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100+ authorized training partners and 50+ universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000+ members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500 plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Dear participants, thank you so much for joining. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all of you. I'll be sharing my screen. Please allow me a 1 minute. So meanwhile, please let us know where are you joining this session from in the chat box. And here we go. I hope you all can see my screen. And again, thank you so much for joining today's masterclass, where we have merged our ISO session into AI. So I would love to give you all a very warm welcome to this masterclass named as GSDC Certified Learning AI into ISO 42001 Leadership Masterclass 2026, an exclusive one-day learning experience with a theme that is from intelligence to integrity, predict, protect, and perform with governed AI. My name is Preetam. I'll be here as moderator. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any concern over the chat box, and I'm happy to assist you all. So as we all know that we have this incredible panel of experts, AI experts aligned for this entire week, which is happening from 19 to 23rd January 2026, with the time slot that is 7:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please do join us for all our upcoming sessions as well. So before I could hand over the session to our speaker today, would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization, those who have joined us for the first time. So we known as Global Skill Development Council. We are vendor agnostic, vendor neutral. We are globally recognized certification body, and we are accredited by ABICB. We do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide. We have 500 plus subject matter experts with us. They work with us closely to design our exams, programs, and all the deliverables. Also, we are associated with 1000 plus multinational corporates and 500 Fortune companies and 50 plus universities across the world. And also, I'm very proud to inform you all that we do have 100 plus authorized training partner across the world. We have partners in Asia, Africa, Canada, America, and many other countries. So I would love to thank you to those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you're looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partners to have an inquiry about it. I'll share the contact details shortly in the chat box. A special thanks to our official media partner, World Press Hub. They cover all our events and press releases. So I would like to quickly introduce you all to this exciting thing that GSDC has introduced earlier, GSDC AI Studio. This is a platform where you will be getting 100 plus live sessions monthly, which is led by global experts. In that session, what you'll be getting 4 daily session, which is 45 minutes of impactful live sessions where you'll be getting hands-on learning as well. So this is an opportunity where you can learn directly from the AI leaders around the world and real-time practice, which means you'll able to get apply all the concept that you have learned immediately in that particular session, and in case if you have any doubts or questions, that will be resolved instantly. So basically this training is aligned with the industry standards for job ready skills. How you can access to GSDC AI Studio in easy 3 steps. You can start your learning right away for 14 days completely free, and in that you will be getting 80 plus live session, full access to GSDC AI Studio. The next plan that you can go for is GSDC lifelong membership with $109, where you'll be getting lifetime access, 80 plus live session each month, access to full GSDC studio, free GSDC membership. You'll be getting free access to all of our events and LinkedIn profile improver. The last step you can go for is GSDC certification plus lifetime membership, which is of course a limited time offer. You can get it for $100, where you will be getting access to GSDC certification, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone project plus AI tools, GSDC copilot and assessment tool. Isn't it amazing? It sounds great. So feel free to reach out to a learning advisor for more information regarding the GSDC AI Studio. I'll share the contact details shortly in the chat box. So as I mentioned in my previous slide, we do have certification 100 plus certification portfolio with us, which almost covers all the domain, including L&D and HR, generative AI and agentic AI, emerging technologies, also lead auditor and implementer, project management and PMO, agile DevOps, SRE, cybersecurity, digital transformation, and so on. So all this certification is specifically designed for all the professionals who are looking forward to upskill themselves or to stay industry relevant, right? So check our website for more information regarding all this certification, which is mentioned below, www.gsdcouncil.org, or you can get in touch with a learning advisor for more help. So what all benefits you'll be getting with this certification? So if you upload a certification from GSDC, you'll become GSDC's member for a lifelong. With that, you'll be getting certificate upgrade. You'll be having free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps, and guess what? You'll be getting free access to all our exclusive learning program we have. Along with that, you'll be getting implementation resources, speaker invites, and newsletter. So many benefits, right? If you want to know more about these benefits and certification program, check our website and reach out to a learning advisor for more information. You'll find the contact details shortly in the chat box. So here we are. I would love to introduce our today's speaker, Trevor Wiseman. Again, thank you so much for joining. So I would love to quickly tell you all more about Trevor. So Trevor is a seasoned vice president of technology who advises board CEOs and CISOs on how to shape responsible and secure innovation in the age of AI. His work helps organizations scale emerging technologies while staying compliant, resilient, and out of the headlines. We're excited to learn from his expertise and experience in aligning technology, security, and governance for high impact business outcomes. Let's give him a warm welcome. And I would love to tell you all that today's topic is how to build an AI governance framework using ISO 42001 without solving innovation. Thank you so much, Trevor, for joining today's session. You can have the handover of the virtual mic. Stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Preetam. And thank you for everybody who has joined us today. Good morning, good evening, depends on where you're at around the globe. Again, my name is Trevor Wiseman. I just want to say thank you to the Global Skills Development Council for this opportunity to come to you and speak to you. Let me share my screen and we'll jump in and get started.
Trevor, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Can you just switch off your camera and on it once, please? Because it's blur.
I'm sorry, what was that again, Preetam?
Trevor, can you just switch off your camera once and switch on it again?
Yes. Give me just a second to do that. Is that better?
Wonderful. Yes, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know that. Okay, Everybody seeing my PowerPoint presentation? Excellent. As Preetam highlighted, we're going to go over ISO 42001 and building an AI governance framework for this year. This framework, you don't have to be an AI certified person or an expert to understand what we're going to be doing in the next 40 to 45 minutes. This framework is high level. It has 5 stages. I will have a challenge at the end that you can take away from this live event and work it in 7 days. And really, it helps you build a framework or a foundation, if you will. But don't worry, if you're new to AI, this is an excellent time to watch this live event. It gets you understanding past the coolness of creating images or videos or prompting. This is the governance side, and this is important, and this will keep your company out of the sights of being fined. So this framework breaks down AI governance, transformation, like I said, 5 distinct stages. It's based on ISO 42001. There's 2 documents I'm going to give you today. With both these documents combined, you'll have a certified AI management system document that you can hand over to your general counsel or to your internal audit team, or if you're regulated by a governing body, this will pass your audit. But here's a pro tip for you. It's 5 stages, okay? 5. Don't skip any of the stages. Don't get ahead of yourself. Complete each stage in order because they build on each other. Let's jump in with stage 1. Like I said, you don't have to know AI to do this. This is a foundation assessment. When I did this last year with a company, they had never done this, but they discovered a lot of people were already using AI. It's called shadow AI. And simply we discovered it. If you're comfortable talking to people and asking the right questions, that's all you have to know. So day 1 through 30, you're going to understand what is in your current environment, and this is your baseline. It's going to build a comprehensive understanding of existing AI landscape and governance gaps. The governance that we've had in the past dealt with things like identity access management, data. This AI landscape is new, and you're going to discover you have governance gaps, and that's okay. Don't feel shameful because of it. That's why you're using this framework to close those gaps. This is a very critical stage, and this is why I asked you don't skip the stages. It's like building a house on sand. If you don't have a good foundation, everything else doesn't work and it will crumble eventually. So, step 1, AI portfolio discovery. You're going to spend the next 30 days, and again, this is a 180-day framework. If you're a small company, it may not take you that long. Larger companies, global companies that are spread out around the world, it may take you longer than 180 days. So you're going to complete an inventory of all systems, tools, and shadow AI across the organization. Key tip, don't make it punitive. It's a discovery phase. Remember, the people in your company are there to make the company successful just like you are. So partner with them. Ask them simple questions. Do you use AI? What tools are you using and why? Also, map vendor dependencies if you've already rolled in a tool, and a lot of the tools by now have AI claims within the tool you're using. You didn't specifically buy the tool for AI, but a tool you're using may rolled in AI as an update feature. Governance gaps. Assess your data governance maturity. Know what regulations you fall under. If you don't know, seek counsel. If you don't have general counsel, seek an audit team. Sometimes the CFO knows as well. They go through a lot of audits. GDPR. Do you fall under the EU Act? Evaluate your current risk management processes. What does your company do if something happens? What is your risk tolerance? So then that moves into stage 3, risk classification. Once you have step 1 done and step 2, now you kind of know what's in your environment. Start thinking about what your employees are allowed to use and assign a risk, classify all AI systems by risk level and keep it simple. Low, medium, high. Everybody understands. And document existing policies and governance structures. I wouldn't be surprised that today's companies already have some policies and governance if they do business. Everybody is audited. Somebody rolls under some regulation. Now what you need to do is identify the gaps that does not address AI. All right, step 4, stakeholders. You need to survey the executive team on AI priorities. Their thoughts may be different than that frontline worker who's prompting ChatGPT on how to write an email. What is your company's goal and priority for having AI? Are they AI ready or are they AI first? Analyze the skills gaps. You got to understand, where do people lie in the AI skill gap? Are they beginners, intermediate, or experts? It's very important you capture all this. And here's your deliverable on stage 1. By the end, you'll have 100% AI system discovery, complete identification of all AI initiatives. And remember, those initiatives are going to come from your executive team, your board members. It needs to be aligned up and down the chain. You'll have 100% risk assignment. You'll have risk levels documented and assigned to all your systems. And I would go as far as, don't just stop with those that have AI. Use this framework also for your traditional IT stuff or your traditional finance or these cloud products that everybody jumped on years ago. Push everything to the cloud. Well, there's risk assigned to that. Then you have a maturity score from 1 to 5. A baseline governance maturity established. All right, so now we got a foundation. Let's start putting some stuff on top of it. Stage 2, days 31 through 60. You're going to design a framework aligned with business strategy. This builds on step 4 from the previous framework. You need to understand your strategy. You're going to create a governance architecture that enables AI scale while managing risk. And it's not about stifling innovation or slowing things down, because here's the truth of the matter. Shadow AI was created and your employees are using AI without you knowing it. One, either you don't have bumper guards and a nice policy for them to get approval, or your process is way too slow and they need to get something done now. So they jump out to their internet browser, they launch ChatGPT for free, boom, boom, boom. Your data may be out there without your knowledge. Okay, here's 8 core principles to this stage. Your AI policy statement. It's a simple statement. We are committed to responsible development, deployment, and operation of AI systems that create stakeholder value while respecting human rights, ensuring fairness, maintaining transparency, and operating within legal and ethical boundaries. If you already have a statement like this, great. If you don't, here's a templated one here. Adjust it for your company. Number 1, human-centric AI. AI augments human capabilities, but it must maintain human oversight. AI is not a replacement tool. It is a pattern recognition tool. It's all it is. It's gobs of data, and when you put something in, it does pattern recognition, connects a lot of dots, and gives you back what it thinks you wanted. Fairness and non-discrimination. You must prevent bias against protected groups. If you're in HR and you're using an AI system to review resumes, you have to audit that process. What if that AI is kicking stuff out based on age or male or female, and you don't know it, and those candidates are starting to figure out a pattern? This was prevalent on LinkedIn. There was a study going on that if you change your gender on LinkedIn, you got more likes and the logarithm likes you better. I don't know how true that was, but it brings back to the point that you have to protect your company on these systems that are reviewing human beings against biases. And you have to be transparent. Decisions that are explainable to stakeholders. And I would add to auditors. You've seen Claude, it'll code for you. Claude is another AI tool. You've heard about vibe coding. If your development team is using all these tools for coding but can't explain the code, that's a high risk. Safety and security. You got to minimize harm risk. Resist adversarial attacks. Yes, number 5, that's where your cybersecurity plan comes in. These AI tools will allow them to get around your firewall. What if you have an AI tool you've launched that allows prompts? There's a tool that's called prompt injection. People are figuring out they don't need to go through your firewall. They don't need a social engineering employee. If they can hijack your AI database behind the scenes, they have just made your company crippled. Accountability. Within your company, you have to define clear roles. Who's responsible if something happens? Who's responsible for oversight? You have to define these responsibilities for decisions. Compliance. You have to know where you're at, what laws, regulations, and standards are there. If you fall under the EU Act, this year is when it goes totally in effect. And if you don't have all this in place and you fall under the EU Act, you are acceptable to fines now. The fines go in effect this year. They've been talking about it for a couple years. This is the year that fines, and you're going to start seeing, I call this year the year of governance. You're going to see newsletters, you're going to see news stories about companies being fined. Continual improvement. This is not a one and done. This is not an onboarding policy or a document your employees sign when they start the company and review every 5 years. This is a weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly review. This is part of your governance program. So, stage 2 key deliverables. AI governance charter with mission, vision, and scope, or you can call them committee. Policy framework document with standards. Risk management methodology. You have some key performance indicators dashboards. If it's not measured, it's not important. So you've got to measure your key performance indicators. You'll have a RICI matrix for decision-making authority. If an employee comes to your governing body and says, I want to use this AI tool, you have to have a decision-making authority, and this will make that happen. Training and change management strategy. AI is changing faster than anybody can keep up, so training is imperative, or your employees are going to learn it from the internet, and it may be right or wrong for your company. So what is your success? You have executive sponsor commitment secured. Your executive team is on board. You need that. Governance board established. Monthly cadence. You guys are rocking and rolling now. You have a risk framework approved by leadership. This is not an IT thing. This is not a CISO or a CTO thing. This is a company strategy, governance, and a value. All right, now we move into stage 3. We're going to implement the framework that we've been working hard on. This is days 61 through 120. You're going to deploy processes and demonstrate value to those stakeholders. You're going to make governance operational, improve business value through quick wins. You're not going to change the whole company overnight. So take that stress off your shoulder. And I'll show you later on, just pick one system. Identify one system, get that really nailed down, and then you can start scaling. So the framework implementation, step 1 is system description. What is the purpose of the system? Your technical architecture. What's the data inputs and outputs? And what does it take to integrate that system? How does it impact the stakeholders? Affected populations, potential impacts, vulnerable groups, rights implications. Here's that word we're not getting away from. Bias and fairness. What's training that data? Bias analysis. Disparate impact testing. Disparate impact testing. Mitigation measures. This is key. You've got to protect yourself against biases and you have to know what data is training your stuff. Risk mitigation. Again, you're going to identify your risk, controls, residual risk assessments, and what is your human oversight mechanics. Human in the loop is imperative. You cannot roll in AI and expect to cut out the humans and survive. Remember, it's an augmentation tool. Monitoring plan. What's your key performance indicators? How are you going to measure it to provide value? Does your model drift? How do you detect that? Incident procedures. What do you do? Who do you call if something should happen? Reassessment schedule. Is it weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly? You need to assign that. So for those that are new to AI, here's the AI system life cycle management. You design. You have requirements, architecture, and ethical review. Then you develop, build, test, validate, and document. Now you deployment, release, monitor, support. Now it's in operation. Performance tracking, maintenance. Is the product no longer in use? New things are going to come out. So now you have retirement, decommission it, archive, lessons learned. Out of this framework, stage 3, 90% of the training completion, employee training within 60 days. So by the time you get to day 61, your employees should know why your company's choosing AI, how it benefits them, and what value does it provide to the stakeholders. And I would add in the training too, what risks are associated going outside the system and how that might impact them. In my last company, I worked for our state's largest media company, and I always trained on the risk is if you let somebody in or somebody overtakes our systems, we could go off air, meaning you're not doing news, you're not doing reporting, you're paid by hour, so you don't get a paycheck for however long it takes for us to recover our systems. Don't be that person. It's kind of like the adage, see something, say something. This is where it fits in. 100% high-risk compliance. By this stage, you should be feeling good that you're 100% good with your regulations and you could pass an audit. 3 quick wins. Remember, you're not trying to solve every system and every return on investment value proposition your stakeholders may come up with day 1. 3 quick wins. Stage 4. Now we're going to scale and optimize this. Days 121 through 180, you're going to refine processes and expand coverage. You're optimizing governance effectiveness, and you're going to prepare for enterprise scale AI adoption. You're ready to take it to the whole company. This stage focuses on continuous improvement, expanding governance coverage, and establishing your organization as a center of excellence. You're going to run an internal audit program. Some companies, there was a company I worked with 12 years ago that had an internal audit team. They had a staff of people that did nothing but internal audit all their departments. That way, when the regulators showed up, they already had it done, and the regulators had to just concentrate on stuff maybe they didn't audit. But it kept them safe, and they had 100% confidence that they were within compliance. So you're going to establish a systematic audit procedures to ensure ongoing compliance and identify improvement opportunities. You're always going to improve this. This is a living, breathing operation. You're going to develop annual audit plan approved by the AI Governance Board. And I suggest that your AI Governance Board contains your general counsel, a stakeholder or a board member, your CISO and CTO, and your HR. Select and qualify independent, competent auditors. Contract out an independent audit. Prepare audit scope, criteria, and schedule. Conduct audit through document review, interviews, and testing. Document findings and nonconformities. Report the results to management and board. Keep it an executive summary. Don't go to your board that everything's on fire. Make it a value proposition. Here's what we found. Here's our risk. Here's how it impacts our return on investment. And here's what we're going to do about it. Don't just drop a bomb and expect the stakeholders to solve the problem. Your job during this is also provide, we've identified this stuff. I have a good framework, and here's how we're going to recover, and here's how we're going to move forward. You have to track the corrective actions to closure. So if you say I had to have a fix and I know what I'm going to do, you're going to have to track that and make sure it is closed according to regulation. Optimization focus areas. Forgive me, this is a rough morning being Wednesday. Analyze governance KPIs and identify improvement areas. As new tools launch, you're going to have to do, you'll have a system after this, and you'll have to do this, and you're going to identify different improvement areas as the technology, as your company evolves and innovates. Expand coverage to all business units, enhance monitoring, update policies, implement automated compliance checking. But if you roll in automation, which is different than AI, the humans still need to be involved to make sure whatever's being automated and whatever's being produced by that automated system is in line, or you may be found out when the auditors come in and they question the results that automated system was putting out. Establish Center of Excellence for AI governance. So stage 4, 25% KPI improvement, governance effectiveness gains, 100% initiative coverage. All AI initiatives under governance, you're there 100%. Maybe you roll in about 80% of automation, automated compliance checking deployed. We did one of these live events with Global Skill Development Council a couple of weeks ago, and I highlighted a tool that helps you automate some of this compliance called Credo AI. So there are tools, but if you do choose a tool, make sure that same governance body reviews it and make sure it does what it says it's going to do. And it is compliant with EU, NIST, and whatever regulations that you fall under. All right, we're to stage 5. We still have plenty of time to actually look at the documentation and get into the 7-day challenge for you. So stage 5, this is days 180 plus, and I put a plus because it doesn't end. Again, this is not a sign I read this and we have governance, I passed an audit, we're done. This is always going to be transforming, and your employees are going to help you innovate because now you have a system for them to use tools and they can feel secure and safe about that. So you're going to leverage your mature governance as a competitive advantage and transformation enabler. You will get this nailed down and you'll have a competitive advantage over the next company that is either starting or is not doing this at all or think AI is still a fad. At this stage, your governance framework becomes a strategic asset that will enable innovation while maintaining trust and compliance. Trust me, yes, 180 days seems daunting. That's the hard work. Once that's done and you have a system, it's not going to slow down innovation. It's not a policy that's going to put people in boxes. This keeps them, you, and your company safe. Management review process. Frequency. I suggest quarterly reviews with executive leadership once this matures. Required inputs for the review. Previous action status, context changes, AIMS or AI management system performance. What are the audit results? So when I did cybersecurity audits and did pen testing, I had to report that to the stakeholders. And that was done on a semi-annual at the company I was working with. Get your stakeholder feedback. Make them part of the team. Are there any new regulatory developments, risk assessment status, or improvement opportunities? We always have improvement opportunities. We are always learning. Required outputs. Continual improvement decisions, AI management system changes, resource allocations, updated AI objectives, plans, and policy updates. Again, we're in the business of innovating. So here's your transformation outcomes. Your AI governance recognized as industry best practice. You have measurable business transformation results, hard numbers that you can put in a marketing material. Framework adopted by partners, ecosystem expansion. Competitive advantage through responsible AI. Make it one of your competitive advantage. Be transparent with your customers who you service. Yes, we use AI. And here's how we protect your data. Again, using ISO 42001 framework, we're within EU AI Act standards and NIST AI RMF. Tout that. Don't hide it. People know you're using AI. Innovation velocity increased while maintaining compliance. Remember, this speeds it up, doesn't slow it down if you do this properly, while maintaining compliance. You establish trust with customers and regulators. I'd rather trust a vendor that is transparent about their AI practice, how they're using it, how it provides me value, and is it safe, and has the regulators looked at it. So here's your governance rhythm and risk monitoring. This is a template. You can adjust it based on your company's cadence, but weekly activities. Review your AI system performance, process new AI tool request, and risk assessments. Remember, with every tool, you're going to have to do a risk assessment. Update stakeholders on governance program progress weekly. Most stakeholders, most executive leadership teams meet usually at the beginning of the week. The ones I've worked with always met on Monday mornings. Have a weekly update prepared by end of day Friday. They can walk in on Monday morning and update the owner. Monthly activities. Conduct AI governance board meeting with key performance indicators review. Analyze governance effectiveness. Communicate governance wins and learnings organization-wide. Quarterly activities. Update your policies based on regulatory changes. Did the EU add something? Like here in the United States, did the state you operate in just add a new governance that your state auditors are going to come and audit you on? Review and optimize governance processes. Present governance. Return on investment to executive leadership. Executives want to know, what is my return for all this work? Is AI worth it? Annual activities. Complete comprehensive governance program evaluation. I would beg, do this again. Build a new house. Is your foundation baseline still good? Do you need to update it? Benchmark against industry best practices. Attend seminars. Join up with a group like Global Skills Development Council. Do your certifications. Benchmark against industry best practices. Learn, improve, update strategic governance roadmap, refresh training materials and curriculum. As you guys join these live events and you learn more, take these nuggets, form your own training program, and pass this on to your employees. Here's your critical risk monitoring items. Monitor continuously. Shadow AI is going to keep happening. Hopefully, once you get all this, and I know once you get all this done, it will be reduced. But maybe you have a new employee join you that doesn't know your program, which, by the way, should be part of your onboarding. Maybe they bring tools from their life that they like using. You need to make sure you ask those questions so they don't roll in shadow AI. Regulatory compliance gaps, data quality issues, model drift, security vulnerabilities. There's always a new attack vector. There's always a new tactic that somebody wants to get your... Remember, the attack vectors are data-driven. They want your data. They want to cause you a PR nightmare, and they want financial gains from you. So make it less painful, and they'll go away. They're looking for the easy targets. Ethical violations. Make sure you guard against biases and discrimination in any tool you use. Vendor lock-in and dependency risk. Read your contracts. Vendor management is key. Know the lock-in, know your outs, know who is responsible if I'm using that vendor's product and they have a breach or my customer's data gets compromised. Is that vendor liable, or am I liable since the customer interfaces me as the company? You've got to have that documented. What's your dependency risk as well? For example, is your AI product in the cloud? Is it dependent on your internet connection being up or down? What's their dependencies? Take Amazon AWS East. How many companies did it take down when that one region went down? I don't know about you, but I couldn't get my coffee that day. How about Cloudflare? How many companies are using Cloudflare now to verify that you're human? When that goes down, you can't get into your systems. AI literacy, governance expertise gaps. Here's your red flag indicators that require immediate action. AI projects launching without governance review, shadow AI. Multiple departments purchasing similar tools independently. That was a big review and a criteria from a stakeholder I worked with last year. He was concerned that different departments were purchasing the same tool, so they were paying for the same function in different departments from different vendors. Customer complaints about AI-driven decisions. Listen to those customer complaints. You may have some AI drift, or you may have some biases they've picked on that you didn't recognize. Regulatory inquiries or audit findings. Media coverage of AI-related issues in your industry. Listen to the news, listen to the articles, sign up to newsletters, and heed the warnings. Now, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of the robots that are going to take over, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully by you guys getting into this and doing this 180-day and seek counsel, you can weed through some of that noise. Pay attention to your industry and what risks are being introduced to your industry. Here's your success metrics and executive communication. I'm not going to read all of this, but you can take a snapshot. You have foundation metrics. You have implementation metrics. You have optimization metrics. And then you have some executive communication templates that you can grab and use along the stages that help communicate your progress to the stakeholders. Your path to AI governance and excellence. Here's your success enablers. Number one, you have to have executive sponsorship. Your company and your employees that you talk to have to know they have the leadership's backing, and this is an initiative that up to the owner believes in. Cross-functional collaboration. Like I said, on your governance board and in these meetings, you need to have legal, HR, security. Pick one team member, business units working together. When we did the AI committee last year at this company, I picked 1 to 2 people from each department. External expertise. Grab your consultants, your auditors, your legal specialists. Continuous improvement. Remember, this is not a one and done. Check mark, we passed the audit this year. This is a living, breathing strategy for your business. So here's some common traps to avoid. Don't be perfect. Start with 80% solution and iterate versus waiting for perfectionism. If you want to be perfect, you'll never move forward. Perfectionism stops innovation. Technology focus. Governance is about people and processes, not just tools. Remember, this is not an IT thing. This is not a CTO thing. This is not a CISO thing. This is about people and processes. If your people and processes are broke, all AI is going to do is augment that, and it's going to accelerate the exposure. Compliance-only mindset. You need to balance risk management with innovation enablement. IT-centric approach. Make governance business-driven, relevant to all stakeholders. Again, don't make this an IT initiative. So we're going to move into the 2 documents. And like I said at the end, I'm going to have a link that you can go and a QR code that you can take a picture of today, and you can have these 2 documents. One is an AI management system document, and one is the AI governance framework that has these 5 stages we just talked about that you can print off and literally check mark one by one. And again, you don't have to be a AI prompt engineer certified ISO 42001. Just read it step by step like a recipe, like you would bake a cake. So let me describe these 2 documents before we go on. There's one purpose. The framework tells you how to implement over 180 days. That is the framework document. It's a PDF. The AIMS or AI management system tells auditors what you've implemented. It's a Word document. You can convert it into Google if you want, but it allows you to fill who's the owners, who did it, what's your company. So here's 3 things that the AI management system document adds that the framework PDF does not have. Remember, the AI framework PDF, that is getting the program started in 180 days. The management system document does these 3 things that the framework does not. So you need both. It documents control and approval workflow. Certification requires version history and sign-off change. So that's what this document gives you. A complete AI lifecycle: design, data, model, deploy, monitor, then retire with gates at each stage. Formal interested parties analysis: maps every stakeholder and assigns them the roles. It documents that. So the concept: framework is your project manager. Think about the framework PDF. That's your project manager. That's your GC if you're building a house. The AIMS is your compliance artifact. That is what you're going to hand to your auditors, that you have taken all the necessary steps according to ISO 42001. You've met all the regulations to your state, local, part of the globe you're in, EU AI Act. One drives the work, framework. One proves you did it, management system. So why does this matter now? So like I said before, the EU AI Act, state regulations and enterprise procurement requirements, they're all asking for ISO 42001 alignment. Remember, the EU Act, the fines start this year. This package gets you certification ready without reinventing the wheel. Again, you can be new to governance, new to AI, new to audit. Maybe you're new to your role and you've been assigned this task. Take these 2 documents. I've saved you a lot of time, and you'll have a certified framework. So let's jump into the documents. Without further ado, we're going to start with the framework. Like I said, it's a PDF. You can print it out. It clearly defines what it does. Here's the pro tip again: do not skip the 5 stages. Here's what we just covered: foundation assessment, strategic planning, framework. It's got a clause mapping of what this document does and what it does not do, so you know when to go over to the AI MS document. There's an appendix that has the clause mapping. And remember, you have to have the AI MS document plus the implementation framework to be certified with the ISO 42001. So as you can see, you have stage 1, days 1 through 30. It reminds you, it tells you the objectives. Here's your core checklist. Remember, you're going to complete an AI portfolio inventory. You're going to print this out. Check mark, check mark. You have all these check marks. It tells you what clause that it's in for the 42001. If you went out to the government agencies and looked for ISO 42001, clause 4 is where this is at. Interested parties analysis, key deliverables, and here's your success measurement for that stage. Metrics, excuse me. Stage 2, strategic planning. Here's your day 31 through 60. If you can just follow this, and trust me, if you're new to this, don't sweat all this. This looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, I had to get into it at some point as well. I had a lot of help. I had general counsel. I had consultants that were more seasoned than me help me through these processes. And then as you do it, you get more comfortable. And then you have an AI policy statement. This is that templated statement that you can use out of 42001. Here's your 8 core principles. So a lot of stuff that was on my PowerPoint that we just walked through is in this document. Here's stage 3, check mark, check, 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 check. Day 61 through 120. So we're going to go scroll down because you've seen the idea of this document and we've already gone through the PowerPoints. I want to get down here. So here's your success metric dashboard. This is plain and simple. If you have a development team or somebody understands code that can make this more flashy or automated, that's great. But if you just want to keep it simple, AI systems discovered. What's your percent completed? So each stage has its own dashboard. Here's some executive communication templates you guys are welcome to use or change. Here's your clause mapping. Again, a concise implementation roadmap. Right here, if you take this right here, here's your executive summary of why this framework document exists and what are you planning on doing with it and the deliverables. Here's your success enablers, and here's some avoidance traps that we talked about. Here's Appendix A. This is very valuable because it references the 42001 clauses, 4 all the way down through 10. And for each required focus awareness, here's what document AIMS covers. Here's what the framework guide covers and how you should use it. So it does that for each clause. Then down at the bottom, again, this is a certification ready documentation set. It's a pair. Don't take one or the other, or you're only going to be 50% there. So that's the framework. Remember, it helps you build and be the project manager. So let's take a look at the AIMS document. So this is a Word document. So you can put the date, put your name, who's the owner of this document. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's general counsel. Classification, is it internal, is it confidential? Are you a publicly held company that you have to publish this somewhere? What's your organization name? So it kind of gives you some fields. Anything in bracket, fill in. You can take this off. It's just a templated all rights reserved. I created this out of the ISO 42001, so I can't stake all rights reserved. So here's the table of contents. Don't get overwhelmed. Take your time. Document control, version 1. And you can add rows to this as you wish because you'll have different versioning. Date, author, initial release. Who's your executive sponsor? You may have more than one. CIO, AIMS owner, who owns this process? Who's your legal and compliance? List your legal counsel, or if you have one on retainer, list that person. This is the approval process. Make them sign it. What date? It gives you a scope, gives you context of the organization. So as you scroll through here, this is a pretty lengthy document. Again, this is not the project management document. This is the document that you need to understand, and then this will help you with your audit. And here's risk assessment methodology, and this is all certified and based on ISO 42001. High, medium, and low criteria, governance requirements. And you might also look at outside of ISO 42001, look to see if your state also has any classifications based on the industry you're in. AI system impact assessment. So as you can see, this is pretty lengthy. Here's your targets, time frame, owner for objectives and planning to achieve them. So even if you're new to this, right here is your cookbook. So we go all the way down. As you can see, it's pretty, and it has the similar check marks. AI system lifecycle, design phase. Have you done all of these? Data management phase, model development phase, verification validation phase. So I'm going to keep scrolling down through here just so you guys kind of can get the gist. Okay, so you kind of get the gist of this. It's pretty lengthy again. Implementation roadmap. Still, you've got your foundation assessment, strategic planning, your framework, your scale. So some of this is repetitive, some of it's not. But again, it takes both of these. Here's a clause mapping to the ISO 42001 and what section you can refer to in the official government document. And some terms. What if you are new to AI, or maybe you're speaking to the stakeholder? You don't want to just throw out a bunch of terms. Well, here's an appendix, AI system. What is an AI management system, AIMS? We're horrible in technology and cybersecurity and AI with all these acronyms. Make sure you don't speak just in acronym speak. make people understand what this stuff is. What is a bias? What is human in the loop? Model drift, shadow AI. So it's all right here. Document end, your success in document. So the link I'm going to share to you is going to have those 2 documents in it. You can download them, use them, print the PDF, that's your cookbook, print the document or fill it out first, and then you have it ready for your auditors. What I'll also add to this file share, this folder share, is the 1, 2, 3, 4 points I made. What's the difference between the 2 documents and why they go together? So that'll all be in this folder. So without further ado, I am going to go to your challenge. 7 days. That's all that I'm challenging with. Just complete stage 1. Remember, stage 1 is your foundation. You're pouring the concrete. You're setting your governance program on solid ground. Just complete stage 1 in 7 days. So what does that look like? You have 7 days. You're going to do an inventory kickoff, send AI tool requests to all departments. I did this with a company and we simply used Microsoft 365 forms and we created a survey. And make sure before you send the survey out, don't just send an email, the survey's coming. Have a live event or make it part of, if you guys do like town halls for your employees, speak about it. So you're more personable and they trust you that this is not a big brother or a gotcha. Stakeholder mapping. You need an ID executive sponsorship, map parties. Day 3, risk classification. Day 4, compliance scan. Check your regs. How did step 1, your inventory of what they're using, line up with your regulations? And also get to know your regulations. There might be one out there you don't know you fall under. Data governance, vendor mapping. List all your AI vendors. I would suggest list all your vendors and then talk to each of your vendors and find out what AI is in the product you've been using. Baseline report. By day 7, you're going to have a baseline report. What you need, again, you need the set of documents that I'm going to show you down here. Access to department heads. I say 7 days. This is where it's going to delay access to department heads. Everybody's busy. But again, the key is to get executive leadership buy-in, and they actually need to tell the company, we are doing this. It's no different than any kind of business strategy. We will do it. You will participate, and we'll all be successful together. Don't make it an all-day thing. 30 to 60 minutes a day for 7 days. You're done when you can name every AI system. Each has a risk classification documented. You have a baseline maturity score set. Red flags are identified, and your executive sponsor meeting scheduled. So take the challenge. Download both documents. Here's the link right here. I condensed it into a tiny URL, or you can scan this QR code right here to the right. Complete the 7-day checklist. You can post your results or send them to me and the Global Skills Development Council. What's 7 days? Why 7 days? Excuse me. Governance debt compounds. Every day that goes by, that risk just keeps compounding. Every week without visibility is another week of unmanaged risk. Shadow AI is your new unmanaged risk. Not somebody, you've got IT governance. You can't install stuff on laptops anymore or computers because your IT department probably has it nailed down. You can't bring in your own wireless device without being discovered. You've got that stuff nailed down. You've got your identity access management. What you don't have nailed down is your unmanaged risk through shadow AI, and that's what this is going to do. So here's your challenge. And at the end of 7 days, I'd be more than happy to do a few audits. And then here's a thank you to you guys. We've spent the last 50 minutes, 56 minutes hearing me talk, showing you 2 documents and a challenge that is going to get you certified and ready for that audit in line with ISO 42001. I want to say thank you to everybody for your time, and I'm going to turn it over back to Preetam and open it up to questions and answers.
Yes, thank you so much, Trevor, for another wonderful session and letting us know the new approach on ISO into AI. Thank you so much. So, as we are open for the Q&A, I would love to request all the participants, please drop your questions right away in the chat box so we can start with the Q&A. And I hope you all have taken the screenshot. So, I would love to encourage you all to complete the 7 days challenge. And of course, once you complete the challenge, and you all know that what you have to do next, right? So post it over the social media, tag Trevor, tag GSDC. That's how we will able to approach and check the challenges that we have posted over the social media, and we'll be definitely getting back to the one of the most creative one that we find, and with the surprise gift. Thank you so much. I can see amazing feedbacks that we are getting over the chat box. Thank you so much, dear participants, for joining today's masterclass. I hope it will help you all in order to understand the standards regarding the AI. Yes, looking forward to your next session. Yes, we'll be having Trevor again on 18th February on the new topic. We'll be shortly letting you all know the topic and everything. So do let us know if you have any question in the chat box, so we can take your questions for next 5 minutes, as we're already running out of the scheduled time, but still we can take the Q&A for next 5 to 10 minutes. And meanwhile, I would like to tell you all, I do have some great announcement regarding the certifications on AI as well as on ISO. So stay connected, as I'll be informing you all offer details as well. As we are providing the discount code on AI certifications and ISO as well. So stay connected till the end.
Hey, Preetam, I do have one thing. Somebody asked in the chat to share that link. So let me do that real fast in the chat here.
Sure.
While we still have time. Here you go. All right, I've shared the link in the chat. If whoever asked that and whoever else was wanting to ask that, so you can click on that link and it'll bring you to those files. Once we disconnect, I'll get that third file, but it's really just an explainer. You have the 2 files that you can do this challenge and also get off and run into your next 180 days.
All right. Thank you so much, Trevor. All right. I can see one question we have got here over the chat box from Satya Narayana. He's asking, what is the frequency of review of risk register?
Can you repeat the last part?
What is the frequency of review of risk register?
I'll try to answer this the best I can. The frequency is really going to be dictated by your company, your industry, and your regulations. I would start out with weekly, and then if you feel comfortable with weekly, move to monthly, then quarterly, then yearly once it's matured.
Great, thank you so much, Trevor. I cannot see any further questions. Dear participants, will wait few minutes to get a question. And also, I would like to inform you all, if you have, if you want to have any discussion regarding the session, or if you face any challenge during completing the task that Trevor has given, please feel free to reach out to him. You'll find his LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. I'm sure he's happy to help you all, like always. All right, so here we are stopping with the Q&A. I can't see any further questions in the chat box. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending and joining today's session. I hope to see you all for the next session as well. So, Trevor, before I take the handover back, we would love to hear final thoughts from you for all our participants today.
My final thoughts through all this: human in the loop, protect yourself from the drift, and remember, perfectionism kills innovation. So don't try to be perfect. Just work through this one day at a time.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Preetam.
Thank you so much, Trevor. Thank you so much for sharing another wonderful thought with all our participants today. I hope this is definitely going to be helpful for our ISO and AI participants. So, dear participants, please let us know your feedback regarding this masterclass on reviews.io. I've already shared the link in the chat box. I'll share it again after this announcement. Please do share your feedback and do let us know how you are finding our sessions. Thank you so much again for joining. As I said, that I do have some quick announcement for all of you. So this is regarding the certifications on AI. You can opt out any of the certification, certified AI tool expert, generative AI professional, generative AI foundation, agentic AI professional and foundation, please use this AI 20 as a promo code to get 20% discount on any of this certification, in case if you are planning to opt out, or as I mentioned earlier in my previous slide, if you need any assistance regarding all these certifications or any information, feel free to reach out to a learning advisor. They're always there to support you regarding the certifications program and tell you all benefits we have regarding this. So just would like to inform you all that these certifications are globally recognized certification, where we do provide the learning resources as well, where you'll be getting a lot of case studies to work on, e-learnings and book of knowledge. So these certifications are lifelong learnings, which gives you learning flexibility as well, and you'll be having opportunity to connect with our training partner channel to understand more about the training program, in case if you're looking for. Also, you'll get the opportunity to work on capstone project, that is something real-time AI simulation practice. So do grab this opportunity and do sign up yourself for the certification program. And here is the another certification. We do have certified ISO 42001 lead auditor, lead implementer, 42001 2023 lead auditor and lead auditor. Please do check this certification program. Here you can use this promo code ISO lead 20 to get 20% discount. So here is the same thing I would like to tell you all. This is the globally recognized certification. We do provide the learning resources as well. You will get the flexibility, you will get a chance to work on the capstone project, so you'll get a lot of benefits. So feel free to reach out to a learning advisor to understand more about this certification, or you can explore our website to check the certification information and other offerings that GSDC has for all of you. And this is regarding the utility tool. Trust me, this tool is really amazing. We have got a lot of amazing feedback from our previous speakers as well as our attendees. So check this tool out. This tool will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score. It will give improvement tips how you can improve your AI skills as well. It will also help you to build your personal brand and create AI generated resumes. So do check this out. This is something that GSDC has introduced this tool a few months back. So we are getting a lot of amazing feedback. So I would like to encourage you all to check this out. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% off, which is completely free. And this is only for our webinar attendees, right? So check this out. And here's I would like to make the announcement that we'll be conducting the webinar on the ISO, a separate session from 19th to 23rd this week, with the time slot that is 8:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So do join us on this time slot. And also we are running this another series on learning and development from 19th to 23rd. This week we do have incredible panel of speakers lined up. So do join us. The time slot is 9:30 a.m. Central, 11:30 p.m. Singapore, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will find all the registration link along with the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll find all the 4 upcoming sessions that we have scheduled. You'll find the registration links for that. Feel free to share the registration link. You can refer people through it. And referring people to our sessions, you will be rewarding with rewards which is worth $400. Let's congratulate to our referral champions who have referred maximum people to our sessions so far. Let's appreciate them for taking the efforts referring people towards the knowledgeable and powerful sessions like this, right? So you can be also winner, as top 3 winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame. You just need to have earned 50 or more than 50 points to be winner. And as I say, top 3 winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame, and will be getting back to all the winners who have earned 50 points with the rewards which is worth $400. So you still have a time, as we'll be announcing all the final winners at the end of this series. So please do refer maximum people to our session. And in case if you're looking for any speaker opportunity at GSDC, as we do have global platforms, right? Learning capsule, webinars, podcasts. So in case if you're looking to have this speaker opportunity with GSDC, feel free to share your speaker profile with us at preetham@gsdcouncil.org and pratibha@gsdcouncil.org. We'll make sure that your profile is getting reviewed by management, and once all the criteria gets met, we'll definitely get back to you with the speaker opportunity. We would love to connect with you all over the social media. Please do connect with us over LinkedIn. You can scan this QR for that. You can check our website for more information regarding all the certifications, all the offerings, and upcoming webinar boot camps that we often conduct for all of you. You can track all the upcoming sessions. And also please connect with us over WhatsApp group to get daily update on webinar events and boot camps that we do conduct. And at last, I would like to request you all to please do share your valuable feedback on Trustpilot as well as on reviews.io. You'll find the links in the chat box itself. And thank you so much for joining today's session and supporting us and throughout the entire week and for this masterclass. I hope to see you all for the upcoming sessions as well. Until then, keep learning, complete the challenge. I'll see you. Thank you. Thank you, Trevor. Bye,
My
everyone.
pleasure.
Take
Thank you,
care.
Preetam.